Hello everybody, welcome back. Really pleased that you're joining us because we need to talk currencies this morning. The dollar is nearing 7-month lows against sterling. Relatively flat trade though in comparison to what we saw yesterday when sterling got a bit of a leg up on the back of some better than anticipated data. Let's talk a little bit more about the currency markets. Adam Bobroff is a trading floor manager at Foremost Currency. Adam, welcome. What currency pair is kind of the main one that you're focusing on at the moment?
I think cable's got to be the big move, obviously. That's had a huge move over the past couple of weeks. Having trouble breaking that 170 barrier, but it really is only a question of time, I think, before it breaks through that. And now we're looking for 173 as the next key marker. Apart from that, really, we're looking for CAD US. It's got to be the one to favour. The question now really isn't what to sell the dollar against. It's do we sell it against Aussies? Do we sell it against CAD, I think.
And as we've been asking across the channel, why is it that we continue to see dollars selling when, in essence, the market supposedly is recovering and the US is kind of leading this recovery on many fronts?
It's we don't have the traditional way of trade anymore. Now it's all to do with risk. You know, in the early part of the year, we had huge inflows into the US dollar as a safe haven currency, and now you've got those starting to unwind and turning into outflows coming out the other way. So in actual fact, when you see positive news out the US, you're actually going to see a negative dollar. And I think that's probably set to continue as we get to the road to recovery, dare I say it.
It's always so confusing when they change the rules midstream on how you should look at this. That said, what should we watch for today? We've got weekly unemployment claims and retail sales out, neither of which is likely to be too much of a cheerleader for the market today.
Yeah, I think it'll probably remain fairly stable today. You know, these, as you say, the figures aren't going to exactly rock the market. We're looking for non-farm payroll, of course, up and coming as well. That's going to be a key indicator. Expected to be slightly better than it was before, but still, of course, showing a slide in unemployment as well, which, of course, is set to continue. So I think certainly for dollar-yen, looking to remain relatively flat and range-bound, and for cable for the short term, certainly over the next couple of days, again, fairly range-bound between sort of 68.5 and maybe the 70-50 marker as well.
Hey Adam, this is Christine. In Australia, we saw the surprise jump in employment, fueling a lot of expectations that rates will rise this year. Do you think the Aussie dollar has kind of factored in that move by the RBA?
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's very much been factored in. You know, the Aussie dollar's been the one to favour, of course. Commodities seeing a huge surge, and of course the Aussie's been gaining off the back of that. And announcements coming out of Australia saying that they never really felt the pinch in the same way as the rest of the world over the previous few months. So yes, it probably has factored it in, but I think it's probably still got a good way to run. So as I said a moment ago, really selling US dollars against Aussie dollars has got to be a good play at the moment.
Adam, the non-farm payroll data tomorrow, anticipating volatility up to or right after this payroll data, or is that priced in already?
I think probably priced in to an extent. I think the forecast is pretty much spot on. It'll be slightly better than it was last time round, probably priced in. We maybe see it cable above the 170, but again, fairly brief as we've seen over the past few days. We hit that 170 marker, and then we get a bit of profit taking, and they're less bullish on the market for the next couple of days.
Adam, good to see you as always. Thanks for coming in. Adam Bobroff, Director of Foreign Exchange at Foremost Currency.